Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. I'm delighted to be able to read for you today. We are continuing this week with really fun group of cards. We have the Journey, and I think that's where I'm going to begin today. We have the Angel Number Oracle, and we're going to set this aside. And then we have the Crystal Oracle. All of these really brought some great information yesterday, so if you missed that video, go back and check it out. And then we have this very spiritual, intense tarot with Thoth Tarot. So I just got this not that long ago, so this will be the first reading that I'm bringing it out in. So how are you all doing? If you have any comments or any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I answer all the comments that are left here. So, and I appreciate you very much. Thank you to all the new subscribers and everyone that is coming back day to day for these daily messages. So tap into what it is that you need in your world. Ask a question if you need, and let's begin the reading. A nice deep breath in and settle your energy. I'm feeling lots of energy today, so settle into your energy as I settle into mine. I got some really beautiful information as I sat in meditation prior to coming on, and it was that you are a light, and there's a lot of talk about light workers and things like that, but I was literally seeing like a lighthouse, and that others will come like as needed. Like people will find this channel when they feel that the messages are relevant or important to them. And it's the same thing, that if you're coming to this channel and you're feeling like there's something that you were meant to do and you're not exactly sure what that is, just sit in the light, that there's a purpose in what is happening right now. And if you saw any of the messages from the last week, it was all about expanding your light. And as you expand your light, then it pushes out the shadow and everything becomes clear. So it's a little bit of a message in that regard. But it's also letting you know that what you need, you will find, and then who needs you will find you as well. So let's go to the cards and find out what we have here. The first one is Seasons. So what this card, the information that comes along with this card, as you can tell, is that we are in a particular season, or I'm going to call it a cycle. We're in a cycle right now that's asking us to, in the month of June, to really pull ourselves together to see, because I feel like we're getting information, we're seeing things a little bit more clearly. And it's very important that we grab that information and let it sit within us so we can really investigate it. So we can allow that to come into a real true understanding. And that's what this season card is saying, is that things are moving, cycles are moving, everything is in order as it's always meant to be. It's just that we are being able to see things in a new way. Our season of growth is changing into something. And as summer is more illuminating, we're in this season now. I think it's the 21st, right? That opens the first day of like the summer solstice. So there's a moment of illumination that goes along with that. And it's part of the cycles. Because, oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, I love this. So we have growing and play, right? So what I'm getting from this is our information is growing, and our awareness of our own light, our own power is growing into something that I think has always been there, but we've just been, we've been controlled a lot. We have had to, work and struggle and all this other stuff. And it's brought us to a place now where we kind of just want to play and we want to have fun, and we can. It's the next phase of our development, is now that we've gone through this struggle, we're growing into something else and not needing what we used to need in the past. And now it's about pulling all this together, seeing our light, seeing the next steps as we're moving forward. And as we allow more play into our world, it raises our vibrational signature, allowing more light really to flow through us. So I think that that is the reason why these cards are coming out in this way. So I'm going to go to growing. I feel like growing in here. I've got this handy dandy little book here, and it says, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Oh, I love that. Conflicts in the outer world mirror conflicts in your inner world, showing us where we still need love and healing. So we are already perfect and whole, and the goal is to identify and remove anything that's obscuring the true self. Right. I think that's exactly what's happening right now, is that we are growing into who we've always meant to be. And I mean, I have thought this for a long time. I have thought, why does everything seem so hard? Why can't we have more fun? Everybody is so serious, and by everybody, I mean me as well. So it's like I've been striving and not having fun, but I really want to have fun with you guys. So let me know how you're feeling this reading. It says life is a great big canvas, and throw all the paint you can at it, and do it with freedom and liberation. And it's funny, right before the reading, as I was getting the message about the light and really, you know, the message that I shared with you as we began, and I was wondering, do I need to create? I have all these little projects that I haven't allowed myself to get back into, to engage, because I'm so worried about, you know, fill in the blank, finances like everybody else, and different things like that. So let's go to the angel numbers. I am a big follower of numbers. I see them everywhere. I see patterns everywhere. I loved math in school, although you don't have to love math to love numbers. But I see patterns everywhere. And so if you're like me, you're going to love this angel number. So what do we most need to know? Help us with some more. Like, what is the number that is most relevant right now for us to, wow. Okay. So I see, it's funny because there's 3 cards here. I've got 3 piles here. This one is separated, so I'm going to grab it. And look at that, 303. Okay. So interesting that this one has a heart, and I don't know if you're seeing it, but literally of this beautiful pure heart, and it's got black around it. And it can speak to something that I think we've all gone through. We've all gone through these times. And I'm looking at the bottom, so I think that that's the other card that we have is authenticity. I'm going to take this one too. I'm really feeling all 3 of these cards. Okay, so forgiveness with this white in the middle of black, and then all this beautiful energy around it. Sometimes, I know this from the work that I do as a biofield tuning practitioner, that we put a shield or we put something around our heart to protect it because we've been hurt and we don't want to be hurt again. So we just kind of block it off a little bit, going, no, don't get too close. But this playfulness is asking us to forgive ourselves for the past, for when we weren't true to ourselves and we let other people hurt us, right? Is because we maybe gave them more credit and we weren't, tapped into the trueness of who we are. Whatever it is, maybe we were born into a family that was just kind of mean. It's when we forgive ourselves and others, we literally let go of the things that are holding us back and tying us. We don't have to say everything that they did was right, but we just have to forgive and let go of the past. And when we do that, we become lighter. Like I was saying here, it's like we're growing into a new aspect of ourselves where we see that we don't need all those attachments. And then we see how, they were trying to teach us something, and there was a role that we were playing in some of these lessons or these, spaces where we got hurt. So once we let go of what is no longer is us and no longer in our space, and I think this had some of this from yesterday, as we become authentically who we were meant to be. So if any of these numbers are speaking to you, or if they come up, then it's reminding you to forgive and let go. Like maybe you're holding on to something that you don't need anymore. And there's something maybe true. Like if you see 427, this is a random combination to me, but 4s to me are around stability, 2 is around coming together, and 7 is around choices. And when you add all of it up, it's 13, which is a divine feminine number, reduces to 4 around stability. So being authentically you, and like me, I'm a talker, you're here, hopefully enjoying the conversation that I'm sharing with you. and I'm just being true to me. This is who I am. And so when you become more and more authentically you can settle down and you can feel calmer in your whole world. And it's really hard to pretend that you are, different. Like if you have to feel like you have to put on a mask for work or for friends or whatever. So it's telling us that 55, again, the doubling of a number, fives are around change. It's saying that there is a massive shift. And through this shift, we are not only going to liberate our hearts, step into our authenticity, but it's going to, I think, create a new you, allowing us to grow into a next level of who we are under all this other stuff, what we are growing into, showing us the next level, the next season, the next space of our evolution. So I love this shifting. It feels very magic. And we gotta love, I think it's this one, the butterfly symbol, because the butterfly is all about transformation. So who are you transforming into? Now, this is a very beautiful stone. I was looking around to see if I had any tiger eye here on the table, and I do have this one, which is really cool, right? So let's see if you can see this. So tiger eye. So tiger eye to me feels very magical. It feels like it has, because it has a glow about it, and it's very common. We all, typically know what tiger eye is. It has these layers that run through it, but it also has this very earthy energy around it, I believe, that feels like there's a like a light within the layers is what I'm going to say. Like every time you look at a layer, or every time it shifts, what it does is it allows you to see a light within the next layer, and it reveals itself, that everything is not always just what you think it. There's like light in between everything. And I think that that's the message that I'm feeling from the card. But I'm going to go to the guidebook, and what this author, Toni, says about it is that it brings in a balanced emotion and helps us with our communication and intuition. Now, I've never thought about that with tiger eye. I have felt like it was somewhat of a protective stone, and a lot of people wear tiger eye here on their arms, to keep protective qualities around them, not letting negative energy in. But it's also saying that if you've had like a lot of negative thoughts, that tiger eye helps, I think, through these layers of illumination that help you see that not everything, or not how you're seeing a situation is the entire situation. It's not exactly everything, that there's more to it. And there's always, like the message from the beginning, it's like at the lighthouse, be the lighthouse. Or if you need to release some negative emotions, find the light that you need that helps raise you into a better awareness of what you're experiencing. So it says you may avoid unnecessary turmoil and problems by communicating clearly with others. So if you've got something going on and you haven't been, like you're thinking one way and saying another way, you're not being authentic in that situation, and you need to be true. And sometimes you just need a little bit of space to work it out, right? Sometimes we feel and react and we don't work out all our pain. I saw that in an interview yesterday, I think it was, where a therapist was saying that. It's like we are so busy on our phones and going from one thing to the other, is that we have forgot how to transform and to grow within a situation and to see a situation authentically, right? Sometimes we think it's one way and it really isn't. So don't be afraid to express your views honestly, and make sure that there's no misunderstandings. You'll gain respect from the other people involved in the situation. All right, so I feel like that was very important for us to hear, right? So yeah, so let's go to these Thoth, this tarot, and see what it has. Okay, so the first one that we have here is the Ace of Discs. Again, it's bringing in that earthly element, saying that through this shift, something is changing and coming in. The Ace really talk about, and I looked at the bottom of the deck, and it's the Sun. I'm going to take that. And yeah, so because I feel like it's radiating here with this growth. So there's a new beginning and a new growth happening. And this illumination from the lighthouse that I was seeing, that's the reason why I took this card as well. because it was really speaking to what we have been talking about, the illumination. I don't generally look at the bottom of the deck. So when I do, a lot of times I'll grab it. So let's see, is there any, okay, this one, it literally like spun around a couple of times. Okay, the Princess of Swords. And so this speaks to our communication, and what it was saying here in the tiger eye is that that we really need to be clear. Like I had this as well, like a friend, I felt a little bit slighted because somebody that I really wanted to talk to and see how they were doing. And I could feel their resistance to it. And I didn't understand what it was. And it was just because they weren't feeling well and really didn't want to talk, didn't want to hurt my feelings. And so it's like we have layers of things going on. And if we can just pause and, you know, not be angry or throw like my hurt feelings back at them and just take a breath and say, okay, you know, this, I love this person for whatever reason, or not like this person for whatever reason. I just need to step back and take my forgive what I'm feeling right now, forgive the other person, whether it's something that's happening right now or something that has happened in your past. Allow it to let go, to release, because it's a time right now for growth. And it's time to play. It's time to have a little bit more fun. So if you're feeling drawn to the tiger eye, you might want to bring that into your space, either through something like this. It's very inexpensive, or a little bracelet to bring in and to help you to balance your emotions and your communications and become the light. And through the tiger eye, see that there is light in all the layers of what's going on in your world right now. So until tomorrow, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye now.